Now we'll start with the midpoint theorem. It states that line segment joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side. So it is given that AE is equals to EB and AF is equals to FC. We have to prove that EF is parallel to BC and is half of BC. So it is given AE is equals to EB, AF is equals to FC. We have to prove that EF is parallel to BC and EF is half of BC. So let us extend EF to D such that CD is parallel to AB. That means I am extending this to D such that this becomes parallel. This intersecting point is D and CD is parallel to AB. So in triangle AEF and triangle CDF, see, AF is equals to CF, that is given. Angle AFE is equals to angle DFC, that is vertically opposite angles. And angle EAF is equals to angle DCF. These are alternate interior angles. So by ASA criteria, triangle AEF is congruent to triangle CDF. So these two triangles are congruent. So therefore by CPCT I can say EF is equals to DF and AE is equals to CD by CPCT. Now observe, BE is equals to AE and AE is equals to CD. This implies BE is equals to AE is equals to CD, or simply BE is equals to CD. BE was parallel to CD and BE is equal to CD. So if a pair of opposite side is equal and parallel, therefore BEDC is a parallelogram. BEDC is a parallelogram. That means ED is parallel to BC or EF is parallel to BC. So first part we have proved that this is parallel to BC. Now here we have proved that EF is equals to DF, and since it was a parallelogram, ED is equals to BC. I am proving it over here. ED is equals to BC and ED can be written as twice of EF because EF is equals to DF. So EF is half of BC. Hence proved. So midpoint theorem states that if the line segment joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle, it is parallel to the third side and equal to half of it. Theorem number 10. Line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle. That means A, B, C, E and F. So we have been given that AE is equals to AB. Parallel to the another side, EF is parallel to BC. It bisects the third side. We have to prove that AF is equals to FC. So extend EF to D such that CD is parallel to AB. So extend EF to D such that CD is parallel to AB. Now consider in triangle AEF and triangle CDF. Angle AEF is equals to angle CDF because AB is parallel to CD. So these are alternate interior angles. AE is equals to CD. This angle is equals to this angle. Angle EAF is equals to angles FCD. These are also alternate interior angles. Since these are also alternate interior angles, and we can observe, see, we have constructed AB is parallel to CD, therefore EB is also parallel to CD, and we know EF is parallel to BC. This implies ED is parallel to BC. Therefore, from these 2 points we can say BCDE is a parallelogram, and therefore BE is equals to CD because opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. BE is equals to AE given, and BE is equals to CD, therefore BE is equals to AE is equals to CD. Now here we can use AE is equals to CD, proved. So by ASA criteria, triangle AEF is congruent to triangle CDF. Therefore by CPCT, AF is equals to CF. So we have proved the converse of midpoint theorem that states a line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle parallel to another side bisects the third side as well. Understood? So these are the midpoint theorem. Example, in triangle ABC, a triangle is given ABC. DEF are the midpoints. DBC is E and CA is F. DEF are the midpoints. Join this. So triangle ABC is divided into 4 congruent triangles. We have to show that these 4 triangles are congruent. So first we consider triangle ABC. See, in triangle ABC, D and F are the midpoints of D and F are midpoints, and by midpoint theorem, if D and F are the midpoints, this implies DF is parallel to BC. So DF is parallel to BC. So we can also state DF is parallel to EB and also DF is parallel to EC. So we have proved these 2 sides are parallel. Now consider in triangle ABC, D and E are the midpoints. So by midpoint theorem, DE is parallel to AC or DE is parallel to AF because part of the triangle line will also be parallel, and DE is parallel to FC. Similarly, E and F are the midpoints. Therefore, EF is parallel to AB or EF is parallel to AD and EF is parallel to BD. Consider quadrilateral BEFD. BE is parallel to DF and EF is parallel to DB. Therefore, it is a parallelogram, and we know that a diagonal divides a parallelogram in 2 congruent triangles. So triangle BED is congruent to triangle FED. Diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into 2 congruent triangles. Similarly, consider quadrilateral DECF. DE is parallel to CF and DF is parallel to EC. Therefore, it is a parallelogram. This implies triangle CEF is congruent to triangle DEF. So we have proved these 3 triangles are congruent. So if this is congruent to this, this will also be congruent to this, and similarly all the 3 triangles are congruent. Now similarly in quadrilateral ADEF, AD is parallel to EF and DE is parallel to AF. Therefore it is a parallelogram. And similarly diagonal DF is dividing into 2 congruent triangles. Therefore ADF is congruent to triangle EDF. Hence prove that these midpoints are dividing it into 4 congruent triangles. Example number 8. LMN are 3 parallel lines intersecting by transversal P and Q. LMN cut off equal intercepts AB and BC at P. So these are given that it is parallel. So in triangle ACF, AB is equals to BC and BG is parallel to CF because LM and N are parallel. So by converse of midpoint theorem, AG is equals to GF because if a line is passing through the midpoint of one side of a triangle, parallel to the second side is bisecting the third side as well. So AG is parallel to GF. Now consider triangle AFT. AG is equals to GF. GE is parallel to AD because M is parallel to L. So by converse of midpoint theorem, FE is also equals to ED, because these are equal, so and this is parallel to this, therefore this is equals to this. Hence proof. We have to prove this only, that on the line segment Q it is cutting equal intercepts, that is DE and EF are equal. Thank you.